layer of soil that I'm talking about. Now this little fellow here has parts of it rotting. So that is why I used a container like this. Hi friends, some time back we had posted a video on how to make child-safe cacti terrariums. I have put the link below in the description box, and I would suggest if you haven't seen that, please go and see that, because this is an update video. Now it's been more than a year and we thought it's the right time to show you how our cacti terrarium has survived or not survived. So let's have a look. Now if you look at the layers, you can see that the layers have maintained form. The soil here has not seeped down, and that is because of the mesh. The mesh that we used was Netlon, and it has helped to hold the form of the layers, which is good. But I would also say that I'm not very happy with using Netlon because it's really thick, and if you look carefully you can see it in between the layers. So probably next time I make a terrarium, I will use a finer mesh. Being very honest, I feel there are some reasons why my cacti terrarium didn't work out and is not as healthy as I would want it to be. The first reason being that the soil that I used is not very good. This is the layer of soil that I'm talking about. I planted some other succulents and cacti in the same soil, and some of them are really very sick and some of them didn't, they just died. So I feel that the soil is not good. This is a pre-made potting soil for cacti and succulents that I bought online. If possible, I'll do a review of this. The next reason is that the choice of my container could have been better for cacti. Now when I made that video, I had in mind to make a terrarium that is safe for children. So that is why I used a container like this. But preferably cacti enjoy containers that are wide and that are more open. The reason being they love good airflow, and that has not happened with my terrarium. Also, what happens with such containers that have a narrow mouth and that are closed is that it traps a lot of heat inside, and it may not be good for our cacti. Now the last reason is that I didn't fertilize it as much as I should have, and I neglected the terrarium on account of my pregnancy. So I have to take full responsibility for how it has turned out, how it has fared. Nevertheless, it's never too late. So I will be disassembling this cacti terrarium and putting them into a new, better terrarium that will be suited for the needs of my cacti. And all that will be in another video that I will bring to you down the line. Okay, so now let's take a closer peek, into the cacti terrarium to see how my cacti are doing. Now this one here was the most interesting one when I had potted this terrarium. This little fellow has dried up completely and he's become brown, but I like how he looks, so I may use him in the next cacti terrarium. The one that's next to it doesn't seem to be rooted anywhere. It's come off loose. If you look at this, it's not touching the ground, but somehow it has survived. It has shriveled up a little bit, but its root is out of the soil and yet it's alive. That's how hardy cacti are. Okay, now let's have a look at the one that's next to that. This one here seems to be okay. The cacti have browned up a little bit at the bottom. Even this fellow and this fellow both seem to have browned up a bit. When I remove them from this terrarium, that is when I'll really know how they are doing. When I'm repotting them, that is when we will know. This cacti here seems to be the healthiest among all. It seems to be growing a little bit, but because all these cacti didn't receive full sun, they haven't grown like they should have. Okay, now this one that I've used here is a succulent that looks like a cacti, and he seems to be doing pretty well. Just parts of it have dried up. You can see this part is completely dry. This cacti doesn't have any thorns, so I'm confidently putting my hand inside. Now if you look at this cacti, he's bent down and he's falling down almost. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but the bottom has become a little brown, and that shows that the cacti is not very healthy and it's not even caught root properly. It's easily coming off. Now this little fellow here has parts of it rotting. If you can see this white part here, it's completely rotting. It's soft and it's mushy. Okay. So when I'm repotting it, I'll have to remove those bits and see how bad it is underneath. So let's see how much we can salvage it. Now if you look at this tiny little one here in the side, this one, if I remember, was a little bigger and it seems to have shriveled up a little. Saying all this, I would also say that if you really want to make a child-safe cacti terrarium, you still can do it, but you need to give it the right care and attention. Then you can succeed. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press the like button. Please do share your comments. It's very valuable to us. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe.